The Mac Finder is a great way to keep track of your files, but there may be some ways that will help you out and find more information a little quicker. You can customize the toolbar at the top here to add options that you may want to see. So you control click. You can say I would like to see icons and text, text only, icons, or you can customize the toolbar. When you click that, you get a drop down and you see some other things that you could add. I like to put in a path so that I can see where my files actually are in the path. So you go down, select the ones that you want, click done, and now that bar will appear in your Finder toolbar. Here's a Mac tip. Suppose you need to access your mail folder where your mail messages are stored. Your drive is failing, something's going on. You need to be able to access and copy your mail messages off. The way to do it is to open your Finder window. Hold down Option and select Go at the top. You'll notice that Library appears. If you let the Option key go, it disappears. If you open it, touch it again, you have to hold it down until you see Library. You click on Library. Now you can scroll down and you'll see your mail folder. These are hidden folders that Apple doesn't really want you to see or mess with. You'll see a couple of versions depending on how old your Mac is. The V7 is the current version of the Apple Mail. You can click on it. These are your mail folders here where all of your mail information is stored. You can copy those off and you'll be able to bring them onto another Mac should you be able to have to restore anything. Mistakes both forward and backwards. To delete backwards, hit the delete key on the keyboard. But to delete forwards, that's from the mistake part forward, hold down the function key and hit the delete key. This will delete to the right. Here's an example. Type this sentence and I made a mistake in it. So I'm going to hold down the function key and I'm going to hit the delete key and it's going to go forward from there, leaving the rest of it like it's supposed to be. macOS Sonoma is the new operating system for your Mac computer. It's as they've done in the past. Apple is trying to get this closer to what you see on your mobile devices, on your iPad and your iPhone. So there's a lot of crossover in here. But it's a very powerful system, and again, security is one of the big selling points here that they talk about. We're going to talk about a few little things that are new here. They have some absolutely beautiful screensavers here that come on automatically. Widgets on your desktop. You can add those and include things like time and calendars and those kind of things. They can basically mirror your phone. Video conferencing, they've made a lot of changes. If you use the Apple video conferencing, it's going to put yourself front and center and keep you centered on the screen. You can do, by just raising your hands, you can do certain things like fireworks and all kinds of things. There are special emojis. So it's really pretty neat. Again, one of the things that they're working on for security is your passwords. You can create separate profiles if you use your Mac for work. You can have a profile for work and for the your at home use. So you can switch back and forth between the two. You can take apps that you open up on the web and save them to your dock and use them just like you would at any website. One of the things that I really like and that is finally coming to pass is the new password and sharing. So you can start using what's called passkeys, and a lot of websites are using those, and you don't have to. You sign in once, and then it remembers your face or your fingerprint. One of the things that I did with my wife and I, we set up a set of passwords and we share them, so we can always keep them up to date for certain things. Again, it's pretty safe. It works off your keychain. Um, Enhanced private browsing. It will lock your private browsing down so that makes it harder for spammers and stuff to send you messages. They made some changes to messages, improving how you can search for specific messages, and you use filters to search for those messages. Um, you can share your location in a conversation. For instance, if you send a message to somebody, it'll show up right away. Uh, if you like them, there's all kinds of stickers and emojis now that you could put on your apps. I send these to the grandkids, and they really enjoy it. PDFs, they're it's not quite there yet, but it's going to use the information in your contact folder to fill in PDF forms for you. So it's really quicker to fill in some of those forms. You can also link notes. In notes, you can either change them to a pages file, or you can link them together to make like an itinerary if you're on travel. Keyboard has done some things. Everybody hates the autocorrect, but they've made some changes and really helped it out. Words are underlined and it tries to anticipate what you're typing, and if you like what you see, you can just space bar and it'll finish entire sentences for you. So that's great help. They've made some changes and made Mac more gaming friendly if you like to play any kind of games on the Mac. Again, we talked about privacy and security, but that's another big thing. It includes protections for some sensitive videos and photos, and it gives you a little bit more control over what you share. For instance, if you only want to share a file, but you only want to share a couple of pictures in the file, you don't want to show everything, you can control over what you share with them. And they have what's called lockdown mode. If you think you're trying to be hacked or somebody's trying to do a cyber attack, you can lock down all your Apple devices, even your watch. There's some other really nice things that are coming out. Accessibility, it gives you a personal voice that makes it sound more like your voice. You can do screen sharing with somebody else who's in using another Apple device, so they can see what you're working on, and you can even watch movies together. Mail has some really nice things. For instance, if you're going to take a trip, your trips from your emails from the airline or the hotel and stuff will show up at the top of your conversation as the trip gets a little bit closer. Reminders, they made some changes there. Things like grocery lists will sort them out into new columns for you. One of the things that I really like is now you can hover over a photo, click a photo. Let's say you click a photo of a cake, a little eye for an information will pop up next to it. If you click that, it will go on the recipe and find the web and find recipes for that dish that you're looking at. It's really nice. And they've also done some organizing for your photos album, and it will recognize your cat or your dog in photos. And Find My, we're going to talk about that a little bit. They've really made some really nice improvements, and they have what's called directional finding now, so you can use that on your Mac or your iPhone, your iPad, and it will point you and tell you how far away you are from a specific lost item. Music, you can invite friends to listen to your playlist. AirPods will now seamlessly change between devices, so you can use them for your phone and go to your Mac. Siri, it's now just Siri, not Hey Siri. And dictation, there's some other things that are going on there that help you move your dictation a little bit more fluidly. So there's a lot of different things, and basically it's compatible with anything newer than a 2017.